Hi, I'm Jason Buck. What a difference a day makes. I mean, this last week before today was absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Beautiful, clear, temps in the 70s, if not a little warmer. And it's almost cold today. I might need a jacket here soon. And sun's barely peeking through out there, but not really. And we kind of got that haze or June gloom or fog situation. All right, I am a lifelong native of Palos Verdes. I grew up right here, and happy to share with you my thoughts about the real estate market of Palos Verdes. And what I try to do here is go over a week by week basis of how many listings came on the market and how many of those are price reductions. So I consider those active. And then I look at what went into escrow, either pending or under contract. Technically, when you sell a home, it goes under contract, and that's their contingency period until they remove those contingencies, and then it goes pending. However, a lot of agents will go straight to pending because that stops the days on market. And days on market has been kind of a killer for real estate. So if you have a lot of days on market, a buyer may assume, oh, there must be something wrong, or it's overpriced or something. And so therefore, to combat that, they'll go right to pending, and then if it does fall out, they'll go back to active, and they won't have lost a lot of time. I also look at what's sold. I like to try and talk about the dollar per square foot. To some extent, it helps give a guideline of what an area is worth, but doesn't really know exactly what is inside a home, so it's not a great representation of value. I also talk about what I thought was a good deal, and also how long these things are sitting on the market. Now, for the most part, right now, it feels like the market is slow. I am busy. I have a new off-market situation. I've got a couple other homes that I'm aware of. I've got a couple pocket listings that are coming out, and yeah, I'm blessed. I work hard, and I'm happy to talk to you about this area. What I like to do is find out what you're looking for. What is your lifestyle? What are the things that you're looking for in a home? And then I'll help you get an idea of where that home might be located, and also keep you updated on what's happening in that area. Oftentimes, I'm able to say, hey, you're gonna find a home like in this spot, and then boom, the next month or two, there it is. And it makes it easier for the buyer to be like, oh yeah, that was great. I was able to hone in on that area and really get what I wanted. And that's what I want. It makes me feel really good to help someone be happy, and I love that. All right, so looking back, typically over a week, I'll see in this active sold in escrow comments, I'll see about 70 listings. If I look back over previous months, July we were hovering around 66 total, and then into August, 57 total, into September 70 total, meaning all of those. And then here we go in later September, 58, 67, into October now, the very beginning of October, 39, the next week 39, and the week before this one 43, and this week 40. So not quite as many as we've had in the past couple months, but not too bad. But let's look at it a little closer now. So from October 16th to October 23rd, which was 2 weeks ago, 43 total listings. Out of the active, there were 14 new actives, with 8 of them being price reductions, so a majority being reductions. They still show up as active when they reduce the price, and that's how it gets thrown into this. Out of those, a new one was 34 Crest, listed at 13.8 million. That's a nice big house. 12 of them went into escrow. One of those was 3901 Via Carolina. That's in the Valmonte section. It was a very nice home. There's a video of it down below. That went into escrow in 8 days. I believe there was 3 different offers. There was 15 homes that sold. Of some of the notable sales, 1217 Grand Via Altamira sold for 4.8 after 164 days. 1916 Via Visalia sold for 6.1 after 124 days. So you're seeing some longer days on market now. One house that was just a slam dunk, 6790 Valen Drive. Big ocean view, mostly out of the south to maybe almost southeast because it's on the backside, off Hawthorne, but it looks the other way. Listed at $2 million for almost 3,000 feet with that big view. It, I think, had 11 offers. It went up to 2.4. This is interesting because buyers are very aware of the value of homes in the neighborhood. There's a lot of data for them online, so they can do their own research. Now, you still want to work with an agent for the contract, for understanding the contract and understanding the comps outside of what's on Zillow or the Zestimate or that kind of stuff. I've been doing this for 26 years. I've got a really good idea of where comps have been and what they did and how it fluctuates throughout the hill, even in the downturns. Historically speaking, back before 98, it seemed like the market was on an 8-year cycle. So it'd go up for 8 years, down for 8 years. We haven't had that in a very long time. So from like 95, the market went up all the way to 2007 or 8, and then it went down only for a few years. In 2011 being the bottom, it went back up again, and it kept going up. By 18, people were like, okay, the bubble's gonna break, and then all of a sudden we had COVID, and then it almost doubled, especially in this area. Palos Verdes has a tendency to hold its value and retain it because it's a very special area, especially in the estates where it has the homeowners association. The homeowners association has architectural control of the properties. You'll see a lot of consistency, and a lot of the values will hold better there. Let's see here, where was I? Okay, so 6790 Vallon, good one. Another one to be noted, 6509 Verde Ridge. All right, 6509 Verde Ridge was listed at 1.625, sold for 1.558 after 6 days. So that was they took a sale pretty quick there. And then another one that went over besides Vallon was 4338 Cartesian. That's over by Chadwick School. They were listed at 1.99 and it went to 2.14. So once again, the buyers understand the value and they will bid on something when they see fit. And therefore it's really advisable to go ahead. You can't really list too low in this market because the buyers will help set the price, as we saw on Vallon. I mean, 400 over in a market where a lot of other people are listing maybe a little higher than where market value is, and they're sitting waiting for that value to come down. What else? Okay, so moving on to just this last week, from October 23rd to October 30th, 40 different listings here in that week. The actives, there were 20 with 11 price reductions. So half of the active homes are price reductions. A new one that just came on, 1732 PV Drive West for 1.699. That's a low price. That's going to be worth looking at. And then 2505 Via Panali, very beautiful home, 2.2. What a great street in the Malaga Cove section. There's a video of that down below. That's a pretty nice house, but it could use some upgrades. Moving into it, we had 12 homes go into escrow. One was 28424 Golden Meadow. That was it was only on for 8 days. 29603 High Point was only on 8 days. Now this was one that was listed before for 2.1. It was on the market for 80 days. And another agent got it in our office, Estate Properties, and it was only on for 8 days at 2.050. So that $50,000 price reduction actually made a huge difference, and they were able to generate an offer. We had 7 homes that sold. One was 2300 Via Pacheco, that's Lower Lanada Bay. Beautiful home, listed at 3.68. It sold for $963 a foot in 15 days. Once again, I don't always use dollar per square foot because it doesn't know the inside of a home. It's a great way of generalizing the value for an area based on the size and the location being the area, but it doesn't know how well it was taken care of, what the flooring or sinks or faucets or all those other parts that add up to make a home are. However, right now we're seeing dollar per square foot come way down from what it was in the COVID days, where buyers are really trying to get it down under 800, and that doesn't necessarily work in Palos Verdes Estates. I haven't seen a lot of homes go under 900 in Palos Verdes Estates unless they're major fixers. So, and that's also hard to tell from the dollar per square foot. Is it something that's turnkey you can move right into, or does it need work? So you kind of have to analyze that a little more, which is why you might want to work with a professional or someone that really knows the area. I've been doing this for 26 years, and I'm very comfortable with the comps and the history and of the history of the listings and also the history of the area to help you understand what's going to be your favorite place to live or the lifestyle that you want in your home. Another one that sold, 30440 Via Victoria. That was my listing. It was a 4-bedroom, not far from here in the Point Vicinity neighborhood. We listed it 1.95 1.950. Oh no, we got a deal at 1.950. We were listed at 1.989. You know, we came down a little bit with some repairs on the property, but overall, great buyer, pretty good transaction, and my seller's really pleased. He was great to work with, and that's the win-win. That's what I try to create. Here's another one, 26235 Birchfield. Now this one was listed for 2.275. This is very close to Silver Spur School, and the property didn't sell. After 153 days, they had lowered it to 1.846 and they got their deal. So once again, price really dependent. I don't see a lot of people making lowball offers on stuff. Every once in a while we do. I'm happy to do it as an agent. I see no problem with that. But overall, it seems like people want to wait for that price to come down and then barter on it. I have a few things off market that I'd be happy to share with you. Please call me to discuss in greater detail. I really do like what I do, and I'd be happy to share both the history that I am aware of and insights about the market when you're ready. So give me a call when you can. Thanks a lot for watching, and make it a great day.